What up, world? Welcome back to my channel. You know, it's your girl Barbara, and you're tuned into the Buzz with Babs. So today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to call this story time. So it's about an immigrant living in Canada, which is me. Yes. So I'm going to talk about the culture shock and the weather that I'm still trying to get used to. Okay. So first and foremost, as it relates to Canada, it's like any other country that you have been to. When you come into a new country, you are fascinated with everything that is going on, the people, the places, the food, the attraction, just the whole atmosphere. But after a while, it just leaves, right? For me, that is what happened, and then I became homesick, and then the culture shock stepped in. So let's talk about the culture shock. First of all, there is 4 types of weather, and yes, in fact, they do have it, right? Spring, summer, fall, and winter, right? I'll go in details about those 4 in a few, but the thing that shocks me the most is that, you know, when you're in Jamaica and when you're passing somebody on the street, you have to say, especially if you are a child too, you have to say good morning, good afternoon, good day. Well, for me, when I tried that, good morning, I was thinking that that person didn't hear me, so I was saying good morning, nothing. So I just left it. Another day, I went into the bank and I saw an elderly lady, and both me and my daughter. So when I went in the bank, now I saw her. She was at the machine, so I said good morning. No answer. My daughter did the same and said good morning, how are you? No answer. So I said maybe she's not hearing us. So I said good morning again. No answer. So we didn't bother her. And so when I finished our transaction and went outside, I was saying it to my husband, and he was saying, listen, these people don't say good morning or anything, you know. Some will say it, some will not, so it's best not to bother them. If you say it, then and they don't answer, just leave them alone. But for me, I continue to say good morning to other person, good afternoon to other person. Some persons answer, or that's it. So in Jamaica now, you say good morning to persons, they will say good morning, they will say good afternoon, they will say good day. As a child, you pass somebody that is older than you and you don't say good morning, and they come and tell your parents, you know what time it is, right? You have to. So everything there right away is different. And then some things that I learned about harassment. I know that we do have harassment, but because we're used to this thing in Jamaica, like men will say certain things to you, especially in the workplace. I'm talking about the workplace, definitely. Your skirt is so tight, your figure is showing up. If you say that here, you know that you're in trouble, right? You will be in a disciplinary meeting, you can be charged and stuff like that, right? That is called sexual harassment, right? So when I was learning all these things, I was saying then I've been harassed all my life, especially when I was at work. And I know that a lot of persons living in Jamaica or who move from Jamaica or even move from different countries and come to Canada can resonate with that. The other thing that I notice is that too, when you say excuse me, I'm sorry, may I, and those little commentaries are courtesies, right? That does not mean that you and somebody are going to be friends, or that you are friends, or that you're on the same level. These are just standard courtesies. You know, in Jamaica, you said excuse me to somebody and you can start a conversation. You will be there talking to yourself, right? For some persons, not everybody is like that, but for some persons. So you just have to know, and you have to come in and you have to adjust. But what I do like about Canada is that they say Canada is one of the safest places to live right now, and that is what I do like about Canada, because sometimes the kids leave the door open downstairs. We sleep with it open. But I found out that is what was going on. So I started to check every night now, which I don't even need to check, but I still check it because no one is coming in. And it also depends on where you live and what you're mixed up in, right? So on to the part that I cannot, and I don't know when I will get used to it, and this is the weather, especially the winter season. so let me tell you now about the, let's see, spring. So I'm just thinking, spring is basically from March to May, I think so. And then what happened is that the snow that had built up from the winter season start to melt, and then you will get warmer days basically in spring, because spring, and then in spring too, the day becomes longer. So even 8:30, it is broad daylight. I like that. I thought that well, if you know me, you know that I love to sleep, especially as it gets dark. So you can imagine that in the spring, the time that I'm going to my bed, because it's not dark at 9 sometimes. So you know how that is for me. But I've gotten used to it, although I've just been here a few years. I've gotten used to the time, so I'm no longer an early sleeper. I do sleep late now in the night, and I still wake up early, 6 o'clock. I don't know why. My body is trained for that. I don't need an alarm. I am a walking alarm clock as it relates to in the morning and getting up. Anyway, after spring comes my favorite time, the summer, right? But summer is where you can do your gardening, which I love so dearly. I plant flowers, I plant tomatoes, I plant callaloo, which is similar to spinach. I plant pop choy, I plant pepper, and also I get, when I go to the Jamaican store, I get some scotch bonnet pepper. So I save the seed and I plant those in the summer as well. And then we just give away stuff because we always have in abundance, right? But the thing that is nice about the summer is that you get to have your barbecues, your backyard parties and stuff like that. And then the ladies comes out in their impy skimpy. You know what time is it? And who can say anything? Because summer to me is the shortest time, is the shortest season. Why? Because sometime when it is summer, you still have some cold days. Even now, this is fall, we are going into fall, and with fall coming, when is the first day of fall? The 22nd, and today is not sure, today is the what, 19th, I think. And I am inside and I have on a sweater, right? I haven't turned on the heat as yet, but it's still cold inside. And then with fall now, in the mornings when you're going out, you may need to put on your what do you call it, your light jacket, your boots, maybe your gloves or something like that. But in the day, going on in the day, just need a light jacket, a matter of fact, that time. But in the morning, it is a different time. Like this morning was very cold, yesterday was very cold, but in the day you can just put on a light jacket and relax. So for me now, the season that I don't like is winter. And let me tell you guys, I have fallen twice. I've slid on ice and hit my bum. I even scraped my knee, injured it, right? So I've hurt my knee. I had to go to the doctor and all that. but my knee works perfectly now. So for me now, the winter, they say, is from December to February. But trust me, in March, I am still in winter. And you see, February, end of January, going into February, going into early March, those times are very crucial, very cold. If I don't have to go outside, I definitely don't want to go outside. Trust me on that. And the next thing is this: you need certain gears, right? So even persons coming into Canada must know that if they are coming in for the winter, you need certain gears. As a matter of fact, you need clothes for every season: spring, summer, fall, and winter. You need clothes for every season, and it can be expensive. Trust me on that, I know, right? So like for winter, since the winter is the more, for me, let me tell you, you need winter jackets, you need long johns, you need thermal tops, you need a lot of sweaters, you need hat or tam, you need gloves, you need mitten, you need snow pants. Some adults wear snow pants, but I buy these for the kids, whichever one that wants them. I don't wear the snow pants because I wear my long john under my jeans pants. You need what do you call them? These sweater pants. Yes, you need some of those. So in the winter you can put on those and put on your long john under it, or you can wear your long john and wear jeans over it, as long as your long john is warm and comfortable. So they have thermal long john, you can get those. They even have thermal underwear. They have thermal socks. Yes, and those are warm, trust me. And you know the funny thing is, depending on where you are, depends on the amount of clothes you put on. If when you go inside a building, you feel like you're burning up, but when you're outside, it's a different thing. And guess what? Every morning before you leave your house, check the weather. If they say the weather is gonna be nice, please bring your sweater, your scarf, your tam, your mitten. Bring something in your handbag or bring it in your car. Make sure you have your boots, because you go out there now feeling one way, when you're coming back it's a different thing. And I'm telling you, that is not nice. That is not a nice feeling, and you do not want to feel that way, right? Trust me when I tell you that. I remember one day I went down to the mall, me and the kids, and you know, we were just going into spring. So winter was actually over and we're going into spring, right? And then when we left in the morning, I just had a light sweater, because some sweater is thinner than the others. And by the time we were coming back, I was feeling chills to my bone. I was feeling it, and guess what? I just trust me when I tell you don't want to feel it. They have this thing they call the frostbite. Terrible. Crack up your lip, crack up your fingers. It's terrible. Your fingers can feel numb, as if you can't put it under the water, or if somebody cut off on your finger, you don't feel it. Trust me, you don't want to have that feeling any at all. I keep stressing it. So guys, if you are coming into Canada and you're coming into the winter season, please have your gears. Alright, whoever you're coming to, let them buy some gears put down for you to go out on the road with. Because sometimes when persons are coming for you, they will carry your winter jacket, because especially for me, we don't have winter jacket in Jamaica unless you're gonna buy one from the US and wherever and come back to Jamaica with it. But we don't need it because it's a tropical climate. So guys, let me give you some tips on how to manage culture shock. So for me, what I did was to bring some things from back home that remind me of my friends and family, co-workers and stuff like that. So you can just pack a few things, right, that will remind you. For me, I am always homesick. Even when I was a little child, I don't like to go anywhere and stay for too long. This has been the longest that I have been outside of my country, right? And I can tell you this, it has been a real stepping stone and a real milestone in my life. But because I have my daughter and husband and sons here with me, it is pretty good, right? So the next thing is that you have to try new stuff, especially in the winter. You have skiing and you have skating. I did not try any of those, but people tell me that it helps. My bones cannot be set if they are broken, so I'm not trying that. But anyway, and next thing is that talk to other immigrants. Talk to persons who have migrated. Let them tell you about their coping skill. That is what I did, and I found out that it helps. And also, remember, everyone transition differently into a new country. So I can transition and just become like I've been here all my life. Well, it takes a time for some persons. It's just up to you and how fast you want to go about it. Okay? One more thing, guys, when you see the temperature is below 0 degrees Celsius, please cover up everywhere. Cover up, cloak up, do everything, right? Cover up everything, cover up completely. Don't leave no skin uncovered, because this is serious, right? Serious. So guys, if you like this video and you want to see more like this video, you just give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and comment, and give me topics that you want me to talk about, because trust me, I've been here 2 years and something, but I have a lot of experience, so I have a lot more things coming your way as it relates to an immigrant like myself living in Canada. Okay, until next time, bye bye.